Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Brother Brand Ambassador Angela Wolf here. And yes, we are still stuck in the couple feet of snow. So I hope you are having a good day today. What are you sewing? Just curious about that. But today we have a super fun project for you. Our good friend Nephi is here, and wait till you see what he's got in plan for you. So say hi, say where you're from. We will be answering your comments in the comments today instead of bringing them live. But know that we're there, so ask away. So Nephi, how are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How are you? I'm doing
Oh,
good.
so nice to see you. Look at your space. I love all the thread back there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, this is, this is my happy place. I'm so glad to be back from the holidays and, same, we're a couple feet under snow right now, so it's time to craft.
Yeah, I was telling some sewing friends yesterday that my mailman left me a nice little note at my office. I've got a parking lot, and I have the snow plow go in and out, but it's been snowing so much by the time she got here at 10 or 11, everything that had been plowed, you wouldn't know it. She left a nice note. If you don't plow your parking lot, we're not going to deliver your mail. I'm like, I'm gonna have to have like a 3-day plower.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I know we've been like trying to like stay at home as much as we can. It's like -5 degrees out
I
and
know.
oh,
Good
it's
time
a
to
little
sew.
too cold.
Good time to sew. And I see, do you have the new, what machine are you on?
So this is the new PQ600S.
Oh, nice. The
I'm so
1600.
excited. 1600S, yes, yes. I
Love it.
am so excited. I love it because I can do my delicates and I can also do my heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, I love that. I love the 1500. I haven't played on the 1600 yet, but that thing is the best. So, what are you making for us today?
So we are actually going to be making a cute little girl dress inspired by Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
And I am so excited because we have, and this is perfect because I have a bunch of leftover materials, like all of us do. And so this is the perfect time to bring them out of their bins and create something. So it's just, obviously, we have our little gold, mustard, yellow kind of thing, and we have a red. So we're going to make a top from the red. We're going to drape that. I'm going to show you how to do that. And I pre-searched and gathered the panel for the lining for a skirt. And I saw this leftover lace in gold. So I think it would be so cute to go like over this, with the red top.
oh, that's cute. Look at that lace. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's really pretty. It was actually I took off the edge to use it as an applique, and I was gonna toss this out, and I'm like, you know what? I might be able to use it someday, and this is that someday.
And it's perfect for Winnie the Pooh. Great colors. That lace
I
is gorgeous.
know. I love it. I love it. And we're gonna do it like super simple, super cute, and like comfy. So it's gonna be so great.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, should we get started?
Let's roll.
Let's roll. Okay, so this is my stretch side. It could be cotton, it could be, any material, but like something that's comfortable. So I'm just gonna tear off like a good foot because it's a lot of material. So I'm just gonna use the foot. All right, there you go. So now we have about a foot and 60 inches. I'm gonna split this in half. And for the life of me, I can't do pattern. Like I tried, it's just so confusing. So I drape my own pattern, and so this is how I do it. So this is about 30 inches by a foot, and you can see it's like remnants, but that's okay. We're gonna fold it in half again, and then we're gonna fold it in quarters. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be grabbing our mannequin. Let me bring it up so you guys can see it. There we
Oh,
go.
it's a perfect size.
I know, it's so cute. So where the fold is, we're gonna be pinning that right on the middle of the mannequin. You can measure it, you can line it up if you want, but I have a niece that's this size, so I'm gonna be mailing this to her. She'll be so excited. And I'm going to be pinning up the shoulder. And I know spring is still kind of far away. It feels like it, but this would be a cute spring dress.
That means spring is in the air. That's a hopeful thing, Nephi.
Yes. I am so excited for spring. Did you do anything fun for the holidays?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did
I
you stay
mean,
in
like
town?
I say, oh yeah, but the usual: hang out with family, have a lot of fun, caught a cold, and
Yeah.
did some fishing. So how much better could that be? How about you?
Oh, that's fun. We ditched the snow. We went to Florida for 2 weeks,
Nice.
and yeah, we had a wedding to go to anyway in Florida. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just go up there. One of my client who became a friend of mine, I made her wedding dress, and she was like, "Do you guys want to go to my wedding?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it was like a full-on Disney wedding, so it was amazing.
Oh, how fun! That's right up your
Um,
alley.
oh yeah, exactly. We partied like crazy. Um, so right now I'm just cutting like the armhole. You can see the side right here, and I cut the waist. As you can see, I also caught something a few weeks ago, but I have the little lingering cough that will never ever go away.
I think that's been our topic in the sewing side for the last 2 weeks. Anybody who caught it over Christmas, it's like the everlasting cough bunny.
I know, it's crazy. So now we just drape the top, and it's actually done. You can see that. So you
Oh,
can the
it's so
one
cute.
right. And one thing I love about draping is you can kind of like just imagine it being full instead of half, and then you can kind of control how high or how low you want it to be. And now we're gonna be grabbing the other half. We're gonna be draping the backside. It's so much easier for me than like pattern. I know once once I actually figure out a pattern, it'll probably make sense. But right now, this is faster for me.
I love draping, and I would love to hear in the comments. I never even thought of just folding my fabric in half. I'm usually draping, a muslin fabric first on an adult, style. But for kids, that's so easy. Fold it in half, and you're doing both sides at the same time.
I know exactly. It's so easy. It's so fast. I feel like we're gonna break record today. We always do, but yes, it's gonna be so cute.
I have a feeling this would make a good Valentine's outfit. I'm just seeing all that red, Nephi, and I'm thinking,
That's right.
got some good ideas for this one. My nieces would love this.
Oh my gosh, that is right. And it's a cute pattern to use for like, not just costumes. It could be like a cute flower girl dress, or if you do it in cotton, like summer, spring. And once you've draped it, you can actually like use the same pattern, like put it on paper. That way you can just reuse the same pattern over and over again without you having to drape every time. There you go. All right, so we just finished off the side. All right, so we just finished the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the fold in half. That way it's two pieces. So once it's a pattern, you have the one piece for the front and then two pieces for the back. And the zipper will just be on the back. Like so. All right.
So
Easy.
cute.
Easy, easy. Okay. So now it's time to sew. That was so quick. Took like a minute and a half. All right, so you can see we have our back pattern. You can set this down, and we have the front. That's why I have like 26, 27 different bust forms in different sizes because I just drape a ton.
I love the draping. So for somebody who wants to know, this is pretty simple. If you can download this if you're on Facebook, share it to your page, come back to YouTube on Brother's side, but you can follow along what he's doing if you have a little dress form. This is perfect.
It's easy. It's super easy. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the neckline. So we're gonna just sew that up. It's so fast. I love it.
You know, I think actually, no, I don't think I know. You're the first one on the live shows using the PQ 1600, and that thing is so fast.
It's so
So
fast.
just for
I'm
those
not
of you that
even
don't
going.
know,
I'm not even going full on. You know, it's just so
Yeah.
fast.
it is years ago I wanted a commercial machine, and when this machine came out, a friend of mine said, "You're going to love this machine. It's just as fast, just as sturdy." And that's all I ever used. I love, well, this PQ 1500, but still, it was
Yes.
awesome.
All right.
Cute. Neckline's done. Oh wait, Nephi, did I lose your sound?
All right.
Are you,
Did
are
you
you back?
catch that?
No?
Yeah,
Okay, we
sorry.
saw it, but we didn't hear you.
Okay. So there's a glitch, but I flipped it inside out. You can see the seam right there,
Perfect.
and we're gonna do the same thing on the back side. We'll make sure that the the pretty side of the fabric's facing each other, and we'll do the neckline. How's the wind over there? Isn't it pretty windy where you are?
Oh yeah. We had, I think, 35 to 50-mile-an-hour winds, which once it snowed, that was just kind of a white out condition.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy.
I know I say at least my office is only a mile from my house, but that mile was a long mile.
Oh yeah, yeah, I bet. All right, so we have the neckline done on the back side of the panel. So what we're gonna do next is the strap right here. We're gonna connect it to the front. Okay, so this is the back. This is the front. I'm just gonna like pin it so the seam matches up perfectly, and we're gonna sew the straps together. Awesome. It's so satisfying.
Look at that. Perfect.
I know. I love it when they all line up. I'm like, yes.
Like they're supposed to.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I don't have to like undo, unpick, you know. And I just pin the seam together and that's all I need. Awesome. So now I have the backs attached to the front. Excuse me. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sew in the armhole. So I'm going to flip it inwards so you can see the wrong side of the fabric. And then sew the armhole together.
I think this is going to be a record for you, Nephi.
I think so too. I think so too. We should just do a segment of like just me beating my record one after the other. We should just start timing them. That'd be awesome. I think the fastest I've ever made a full wearable garment was I had a friend who decided to like elope and get married, and she's like, "Do you think we could like make a wedding dress today?" We made an entire gown for 6 hours straight.
Wow.
It's a fully corseted gown, like 18 boning in it, and two
That's pretty
circles.
darn good.
It was pretty it was pretty insane. And it was kind of scary because the material we only have like a yard and a half for the bodice, and it was full soak. I'm like, okay, if I mess this up, and we did it. It turned out awesome.
That's pretty darn fast.
Yeah, it was great. Okay, so we have all of the um, armholes sewed in. So I'm just gonna do like little snips right here where in the corners, so it doesn't pucker when you flip it inside out. What do you call those things? There's a name for it, right?
What, doing like a pinking shear thing or snips
Yeah, like the
or
little snips, like the little triangle snips.
just snips?
The snips, okay. The beauty of being self-taught is I don't know all the lingo.
Hey, you know what? I was self-taught too, so that gives us the right to make up our own stuff.
Yes, exactly. Well, I have done that. I would make up my own words for it, and I tell people they're like, "What?" I'm like, you know, you
You
know.
know. So, by the way, for those watching, in case you're wondering, why on earth would you put little snips there? Well, when you have a curve like that, if you put those snips, when he flips it right side out, it'll be a nice flat seam instead of a bunch of puckers. Right, Nephi?
Exactly. So now we have a nice flat seam right there,
Look at that.
and it's not even ironed yet. Once it's ironed, it's gonna be nice and flat. All right, so I'm just flipping the bodice inside out now. Ta-da! Okay, so now it's sewn
Lord,
in. The armholes are sewn in, and the next is we're gonna be sewing in the sides right here. And after that, the bodice is done. Crazy. Now I want to see in the comment the record of everyone's record. What's
oh
the
yeah.
fastest thing you've made?
Hey,
That
that's a
would be
good one.
fun. Yes.
Fastest thing you've ever made. I can't say my wedding gown was very fast. That took a lot of hours. I did a ton of hand beating on it.
Did you make it your own?
And I
Oh my
did,
God.
I don't know how many beads, but my husband still laughed because I would sit in the car and have my feet up on the dash, which is a no-no, and I'd have a bag of beads in between my knees, and I would just hand stitch one bead at a time.
One beat at a time. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have to like post that dress. Now I kind of
Oh,
want to see it.
okay, I'll post a picture.
That would be awesome.
But I can't think of the fastest thing. Yeah, I want to see in the comments too. What's the fastest thing you've ever made?
All right, so we did, and I love. By the way, I love the knee, um,
Oh, the knee lifter?
the knee lift. Yes, so useful. Uh, All right. Can you guys see this?
That is so cute. Look at that. The whole top is finished.
I know, and it's fully lined. Whatever you see on the outside looks exactly what it is on the inside.
Super cute.
It's so cute. And a good tip if you're making like something like this for an adult and you want to like add some sort of design, you can actually before you sew in the shoulder, you can twist it a little bit to give it that like twisted look, you know?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now we're going to be sewing in the the lace on the outside of the bodice and then the lining on the inside. All right, so we're gonna do the lace first because we want the lace to be over the lining.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
I love it. Make sure it's nice and centered. All right, make sure that the fancy part of the fabric is facing inwards. All right, now time to sew.
That machine is so quiet, Nephi.
I know it's crazy. Nice. You can see
All right,
it's
we got
on
the
the outer
lace.
part.
First layer of lace. Perfect.
I know, yay! And then now we're gonna do the outer part, which is the inner part, which is the lining, right here. We're gonna be sewing in the lining skirt. With the lining skirt, once you sew it in, you want to make sure that the nice part of the fabric is facing outwards, because it gets kind of tricky because you always um, you always wanted to put the nice fabric with over the nice fabric, like facing each other normally. But in this case, you have to do it the opposite. So when you flip it out, the nice part of the fabric is facing inwards. Hopefully that makes sense.
It makes sense. Well,
Awesome.
let's just say if
Yeah,
you do it wrong, you're going to be ripping. So nobody wants to rip.
exactly, exactly. Pin it first if you're unsure, and then
I just
evaluate.
I just can't believe that your challenge on here is Winnie the Pooh and you had that perfect color in your stash. I mean, really?
It's the perfect color.
It is the perfect color.
It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, because isn't it like Winnie the Pooh Day or something?
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't even realize that.
I think it is. I'll have to look that up, but if it is, then it's perfect.
Okay, so Nephi, I spy a really cute thing with all your pins, and I'm pretty sure everybody watching sees that. And I just wonder how many pins are in that. We need to have a contest. It's right in front of your machine.
Oh, this.
Uh
Like now. Ooh. I know I'm gonna have to count and text you the answer.
huh. Everyone's gonna start guessing now.
I know, right? Or you can do like an I spy with my
Uh,
shelf in the back. We're almost done. Isn't that crazy?
Unbelievable.
And after we're done here, after we attach this, we just have to like add the zipper and hem, and that's it. All right. So this is what the lining looks like.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous. So now, hey, when you hold that up, Nephi, now everyone can kind of see what you meant about
Yes.
having the wrong side facing towards the inside of the garment, because it does
Exactly.
get tricky. You would think it goes the other way.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So easy, so fun. You know, so many people watching here have kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews. I mean, my two nieces, a dress like this would be so expensive to buy. And look at
Oh
how
my gosh.
easy and cute this is. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
It's
Love
so
it.
cute. It kind of reminds me of like Pooh's pot belly, you know? Like the little puff right here.
Oh
I
yeah.
also I also have this trim right here that I saw in my stash, and I think it could be cute, like either on the hem of the gold fabric or maybe on the edge of the lace. You
Oh,
know?
that's beautiful. That would tie it in so much.
Exactly. So, what do you think? Should we do it on here or on the hem?
Oh, I don't know.
I think, or does that take away from the Winnie the Pooh look? You know, because all gold
I
with the red.
I like the gold lace the way it is. I mean, I just
Yes.
think that's beautiful. I
Yes.
don't know. I don't even, I mean, it's so gorgeous this way. I don't even know if I would use it. Maybe, oh, I got one. A tie around the waist
Oh my gosh, that would be so cute.
or right at the top where the red meets the gold.
Right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cute. All right, you know what? Let's do that. It's so easy to do. And this is the perfect time to do it because you haven't attached the zipper yet. So you can just sew over.
So this is so funny. Everybody's like going to leave comments. Where do you want the red lace? But unfortunately, we recorded this yesterday, so we can't do it. We can't change our mind on you, but we are live in the comments. We just aren't live while we're videoing. So we're going to have to just go with our opinion on this, and then we'll get a good kick out of all the comments tomorrow, Nephi.
I'm so excited to see them. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to read what everybody's record is, what everybody's been up to. You know? See, I have like so much layers right now, and it's like sewing it like butter.
Oh, I do like that red lace on top of there. That kind of ties in everything.
Exactly. It like soften up the edge of the red, you know?
Yeah,
All
that
right.
machine's pretty darn fast. And yes, it is 1,500 stitches per minute for somebody wondering. Even though it's the PQ 1,600, it's still 1,500 stitches per minute. 1,600 just means it's new for 2023 and 2024.
It's insane. I love it. All right.
Oh, Nephi, that looks great. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
It's
I
so
can't,
cute.
that's perfect.
I know, because, you know, his shirt kind of flares out a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So I think this kind of gives that, like, vibe.
That definitely gives a Winnie the Pooh vibe.
Yes. And now we just have to change the foot to a zipper foot. I love this guy right here. I don't know if you can kind of see it.
Oh, yeah. Invisible
It's
zipper foot.
yes, and it's part of the kit.
That comes with the machine. That's a bonus.
Yes. If you haven't used this, lifesaver. It makes this so much easier and seamless to attach. All right.
Nephi, there's so many people that I always hear from that are afraid of sewing in zippers. And once they do it, it's so easy. But the hidden zipper is always the one that I think baffles people. And it's really, really not that difficult, especially
No.
if you have the right tools.
Yes. Once you have the right tool, it'll be easier. The first time I ever did invisible zipper, oh my gosh, I didn't have the proper tool and I didn't know what I was doing. And I was like sewing through the zipper, so it was just like not go up. It's so
And you
bad.
can't zip it.
Yes, but you know what? I never gave up. Look, so we have one in
Look.
already. That was so fast.
Oh my gosh, look at that. One side done.
One side done. All right, let's do the other. So what I do is I put a pin like where the seam is, just so I can kind of line it up a little bit. That's like my little trick that I do.
That's a good idea because otherwise, if you just sew it in and don't pay attention to that, your seam won't match in the back, the level where your lace
Exactly.
meets the fabric.
Exactly. And I love this because you won't have to like switch your the needle or like the left and right thing. There you go. Okay. Just 1 second. And I accidentally sewed in the lining with the front. So let me undo that real quick. But who hasn't done that?
Only because we're live, that's why.
Exactly. All right. I just have to undo the far wear.
So
Pay
you're just
attention.
sewing, for somebody just watching, you're just sewing the invisible zipper to the outside fabric, not the lining, correct?
Yes, exactly. Because we're going to sew in the lining on the lip, the flap of the uh, zipper, which makes it so clean. And I will show you what it looks like because it's so satisfying once it's done right.
It'll look so professional.
Exactly. You won't have any like raw edges, especially if you don't have a serger at home. Then you don't have to worry about, you know, serging that part. It will all be hidden.
Yeah, because that satin fabric, that tends to fray a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, it's starting already.
Ask me how I know, right?
Yes, ask me how I know. There you go.
Still can't believe how quiet that machine is.
it's really quiet. It's for how um you know it's for how intense it is. It's pretty quiet for how heavy
So
duty it is.
I remember I have made so many pairs of jeans on mine. And for those of you that don't know, it's a straight stitch machine. So it doesn't do decorative stitches, it doesn't do zigzag, it's just straight and it's super fast. Has automatic cut, which is really nice.
Yes.
It also has that pin feed through the bottom, which for if you don't know what that is, when they're changing the feed dogs, there's a pin feed, which if you're sewing, well, like satin to satin or really delicate fabrics, it holds those fabrics together so nicely. Look at that.
Awesome. Let's give it a try.
Look at that. Oh, and it matches perfect at the hem,
Right
at the seam.
here. I know. It's so great. And one thing I love about this machine is like the feed dog. You can actually have it so it's all the way down, and I use it to sew in my applique because it comes with a quilting foot,
Mm-hmm.
and I just use it to just sew in my applique, so I don't have to hand sew them.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, free motion on that is
Yes.
is amazing. And that's kind of where that machine was geared for is quilters. And then garment sewers like you and I were like in heaven when the 1500 came out, I was in heaven. 1600, that's double heaven.
I know it's double heaven. Yeah, the applique on this is insane. I never ever have to hand sew them again. All right, so I'm gonna show you what I meant about sewing the lining onto the flap of the zipper. So we have the zipper right here. It's sewn in. I'm going to fold the excess top of it and grab, this is the lining part, and have it so it folds over it like so.
Oh
See,
yeah.
this is the back. And you just sew it right here. So when you sew it, you can see where the lip is, and then you just sew it onto the lip of the zipper.
You already switched back to us. I didn't even see you do that. We're sitting here visiting. I didn't even notice that you switched back to just the standard foot.
Oh yeah, it's so
Like,
fast. I love it. It's so easy. This when I say like this machine makes my life easier, it really does. And I make a lot of corsets, and I make a lot of like like heavy duty corsets and costuming. So this is perfect for it because with corset it has to be super sturdy. We use a lot of like upholstery kind of fabric, so this sews it like it's nothing. All right, we're on to the second one. All right, almost done. All right, so we're gonna flip everything inside out again to where they actually go. So we have the zipper in, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna close up the rest of the skirt. So this will be sewn in together, and the lining will be sewn in together. That way, it's done. We can hem it, and once it's hemmed, it's done.
wow. This is so fast.
I know it's crazy. I love it. It's and this is faster than like going, getting in your car, going to the mall, buying a little dress, wrapping it all up.
Isn't that the truth? It is faster, especially in the snow, but it's better because look, you made it yourself, and I still can't get over you had that fabric in your stash.
Yes, it's homemade, and it's something that you just like have at home,
So what he's sewing now, in case you missed that, is after you insert the invisible zipper, you insert the zipper and then you close the bottom section there. We have a ton of videos on that you can watch if you've never sewn one of these, but that's what he's doing, sewing up that bottom part, and then it's all done except for the hem.
Exactly. And I always do the hem last. It's tempting to do it in the middle because it's just there. But do it last because you can hem it all together and it's all even.
Yeah, that's true. So I would love to know in the comments, since that's kind of a satiny fabric, how would you like to hem that? Because I would be so torn between the 2-thread overlock and a rolled hem. I'd have to say those would be 50-50.
I know. We can do the rolled hem. With this, I serged it already, so we can we can just double fold it.
Oh, perfect.
So it's it's
that's even faster. Well, they're both about the
exactly.
same, but how easy. So he already serged the edges. Now he's folding it up. Are you folding it once or twice?
Twice.
All right. So if we weren't talking, you would already be finished. You're at like 40 minutes barely, and that includes like opening the show and chatting away, and even
the little mistake that we did.
So Nephi and I had, well, actually all the Brother Brand ambassadors, we all had a competition on how fast we could thread the Brother Airflow serger, which I love, except if we ever do it again, I have to bring my glasses number 3 because I couldn't see the hole. But Nephi, you won, didn't you?
I did.
Yes. High five to you.
Woohoo! That was fun. It's funny because I'm pretty sure all of us can do it fast. It's just in the pressure at the moment, you're like, oh.
In the pressure of the moment on camera where we're all laughing and joking, and there was a lot of static electricity. I remember the threads just kind of holding on to my hands. Well, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's done. I want to show you
the
back.
My gosh, look at that. Oh, the hem looks beautiful.
Yeah, the hem's done. It's not even ironed yet. It's done. The zipper. This is the inside.
Professional and beautiful.
And now we're gonna close the zipper so you can see the full glory. There you go.
Look at that. You know what's amazing? I would love to know in the comments who's noticing this. You used a cream colored zipper, but because it's an invisible zipper, you can't see it. Just a little tab at the top. Wow.
And what I do is because, when I make costumes for my kids and I don't have the right zipper, I'll just use this. I get a nail polish and just color it.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, because it's hard to find a matching zipper.
It is. But if you use an invisible, then it doesn't matter.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. Did you say you're sending this to your niece?
Yes.
She's going to be so excited.
Oh my gosh.
That is gorgeous. The red lace is perfect right there. What do you all think? Wow. Okay, let's see what the timing is. 44 minutes and 44 seconds, including the intro and the little mishap. That's like hands down, Nephi, that's amazing.
Thank you. If we had more time, I would probably embroider something on this, go a little bit crazy, but this is awesome. And it's
That
fully
is
lined. It's beautiful in the inside.
so stinking cute, is all I gotta say. I wonder if my sister's watching. If you're watching, she's gonna say, you could have made both the girls' dresses that faster than she could have gone shopping, like you mentioned. So I'll get on it. I'll get on it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yay!
Oh my gosh, Nephi, that is fantastic. So, by
Thank
the way,
you.
all of you watching, leave your comments and questions because we are live in the comments and questions today. Nephi, that is hands down, high five to that one.
Woo.
Great
So
way
good.
to kick off the year, Winnie the Pooh Day, and I think that's going to be perfect for Valentine's.
Yes.
Awesome. Anything new
Awesome.
going on in your life that we have to know about? Any great new things on Instagram? I put your website down below if you guys see designerdaddystudios.com. You've got Brother's website below there and mine, angelawolf.com, where I'm trying to keep the schedule up to date for you all to know who's coming on. And Nephi, this is pretty fun. I think this
Thank
is pretty
you.
cool. But what are you making now in your anything we can know about?
So, I'm actually thinking about taking a couple of weeks break. I'm gonna go to Asia. Um, I'm gonna do my little trip, and let's see what else have I been. Oh, I'm gonna throw a ball at my house. So, just so y'all know, I live in a 200-year-old church that I converted into a castle. And the end of the year of this year, we're gonna be throwing a masquerade ball. So that'll be fun. Lots of
Oh
amazing
my
costumes.
Wow, is that going to be cool? Did you just say you're moving to Asia for a month?
Just like 3 weeks, just to like chill.
How fun. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So if you all don't follow him on Instagram, you should. His photos are beautiful. The dresses, the gowns are gorgeous. The
Thank
costumes.
you.
Nephi, thanks for inspiring us and love your PQ 1600. So if you're looking for that, call your brother dealer. Go to brothersews.com, call your dealer and say, hey, how do I get that PQ 1600? Because it's fast. It
It's
goes right.
amazing.
You need that with an embroidery machine because you can sew on one and embroider on the other, right?
That's what I have here. See?
Oh, yeah. All right. Nephi, thanks so much. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.